Next topic is a question that I got in an argument over Instagram recently.
Oh, Instagram, that had to be intense. You was willing to argue on Instagram.
Yeah, facts. I feel passionate. I've had many conversations with people about this. Is Black Clover inspired by it, or did it go over the line to copied? Sophia, please hit us with the clip. Dun, 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 dun.
お前の怒りが伝わってきた。こうやってお前と向き合わなきゃいけなかったんだと思う。
いいだ。それ相応の代価が必要だ。体の一部をもらおう。
Pause that for me right there. Now, we're not done yet.
That almost looked like Naruto.
There's another clip to look at, and I chose this clip on purpose. So we all just seen this clip. Everyone's seen it.
Oh, okay.
Hit the clip, please. Hit that for me, Sophia.
Okay.
It's crazy. There's a demon inside of him. Or there's a demon inside of him.
赤いチャクラってこいつのチャクラだったのか。
浄土師とは大した度胸だ。よかろう。ここまで来た褒美だ。くれてやる。
All right, pause that for me right there, Sophia.
Sheesh.
So we gotta talk about. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. My many points of Black Clover. I'm not a huge fan of Black Clover.
Me either.
Although I do believe the last 12 episodes before they went on break was the best episodes of the entire series. That's 158 to 170. So I've definitely caught up to it. I know everything that's going on in it. So do you think it's inspired, or did it step over the line of copy? How do y'all feeling?
I'm gonna go personally. I mean, I like Black Clover. I also love Naruto. I'm just gonna say it is inspired.
Okay.
Obviously, we just look at those two scenes and like they're identical, but at the same time, they do both have demons inside them. So it's like, how are you gonna have basically two people with the same almost ability in sense of like they have someone inside them that they really didn't know was in them, and then like portray it in a whole entire different light.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's kind of hard to do in the first place. So I feel like that's why it's inspired, because I mean, hey, they could have made his demon have 9 tails. That would be like,
that'd have been a little crazy.
That would be like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, that's crazy, but it's like, you know, yeah, he has a demon inside him. Naruto has like a 9-tailed.
There's like, we'll just make it the devil.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just hard to even portray. Yeah, like I already said, like two same topics portrayed differently. It's just like you kind of got to have some sort of similarity if they're gonna have similar powers.
Okay.
That's my take on it, though.
Okay, that's a good take.
I wouldn't necessarily say copied. I mean, it's kind of close. I'm not even a big fan of Black Clover, to be honest.
Okay.
The reason I wouldn't say copied completely is because there's some of mostly off of like some of the combat and stuff like that. Okay. The way that they organize the combat. I can't even think of my favorite character's name. That's how much I don't.
Yami?
No.
What's his powers though? What's his powers?
He like controls the light. He's like his eyes look closed. It's like he's like one of the main characters. I think recently he like he didn't die, but he went back to being a child and then came back.
No, Wizard King?
The Wizard King, yeah.
That's
the only one that came to a child.
What's his name? Like
Julius. Yeah.
I like that dude. He's tight.
I watched the anime.
But yeah, I don't think it's like 100% copied. I mean, it's a very, very close inspiration for sure. Especially just like the random power-ups and stuff like that. And I don't think they're done as well as they were in Naruto.
No.
Like there was at least like most of the time when he had those moments, it was more legitimate issues that we saw him kind of struggle with throughout, or like from his childhood that were like a lot more impactful.
Yes.
So I feel like those power up moments, we weren't like, okay. We knew that some of them were like plot armor but it was almost kind of like, all right, we can almost give it the benefit of the doubt because of maybe what was going on with him at that moment in time or whatever.
Okay. I'm reading it. Be good. I see it.
But yeah. So I would say
appreciate you, Sophia.
Close, but not exactly
okay.
copied.
I kind of go. Obviously, it's not 100%. I think they go a little far because Asta is like a carbon copy to me of Naruto as a kid. with his cheesy lines. Naruto used to say "believe it" every 5 seconds, which that made him not even.
Which stopped happening.
Yeah, which stopped happening because he wasn't that popular. Believe it, bro. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. But Asta's kind of the same way. He kind of, just works out a lot. Nobody really believed in him. He had the odds stacked against him. Kind of loner, but he doesn't really care that much.
I feel like in that way, though, it's like you compare it to a lot of shows.
But here, this is where I'm going to finish, though. Because of him being that way and adding on the demon inside of him, adding on he's supposed to have this cooler rival, which was all inspired, even going back to Naruto, inspired by, you talk about Yu Yu Hakusho. I feel like even with Hunter x Hunter, like Naruto's really inspired by Hunter x Hunter too. So, Hunter, Gon, and Killua, Killua had more...
he had more swagger, bro.
There's more swagger, and there's a difference between Killua and like Sasuke, and it feels like Yuno's like a knockoff Sasuke in terms of he's just supposed to be cool, but there's no like charisma to him. You really don't. He's just kind of silent. And he's just
I like Killua more than Sasuke.
Yeah. But we're talking about Yuno from Black Clover. It's just like you're with all the Sasuke.
That hurt. That hurt a little bit.
I would say also too, when I had my argument over Instagram, they let me know that the captains are kind of inspired by Bleach as well. They're supposed to be like the 13 court squad gods. 13 court squad captains. Yeah. So I was like, that's fair. And how they go on missions reminds me a lot of Naruto, though. Even though they do have the leaders, they go in groups.
They all win the groups, yeah. That's fair, bro. I mean, very fair points.
I just feel like another thing for me, I guess, why is because when this anime came out, it was right around the time that Naruto was ending. And I don't know if you guys remember, but the hype was this is supposed to be the next Naruto.
I was not hyped when I saw it was coming out, to be honest.
That's fair. But
I wasn't worried.
I was like, what is it going to be like? The anime community is supposed to be, the next Naruto is supposed to get our attention, next shonen and go crazy. And then watching it just kind of was like.
Why would you even say that? Why would you even say the next Naruto? That's crazy.
This is what they said.
That's actually crazy.
Behind it. It had that much hype, and it just kind of was like,
Like, why would you say that? Yeah. That's so crazy.
Hey, man. But, I mean, it's better than Boruto, so.
Boruto's.
I don't hate it.
That John's slow.
And the fight scenes is lit. So
yeah.
Some cool fights in Boruto.
So your favorite character is the Wizard King. And the Wizard King, like I want to be the Wizard King. I want to be the Hokage.
Well, it's crazy because I didn't even I didn't know who he was when I first watched the fight, but he was fighting He actually loses this fight.
Yeah, Lich.
Yeah. And that fight was cool.
That was one of the lit fights. I
was like, it's one of the best enemy fights I've ever seen. This is good.
Top five.
I don't know about top five. Top five's kind of crazy. But it was really good. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I would pretty much agree with you. It's like 80% probably for me out of the 100 that it would be inspired or almost copied.
Yeah, I get that with the squads and he trying to be the Wizard King, Naruto trying to be the Hokage.
That's what you just have more connection to like Naruto's journey to want to even do that. Yeah. It just seemed more like
it took a long time though. Like
it seemed more, it seemed like something that was way more unattainable. Like you knew he was strong, but then you had like all these. It's just like you actually, you were really with him on his journey. Type
way better written. Yeah, type. I think the older captains, like I love his captain in Black Clover.
Yami.
Yeah, Yami. I think Yami's like super lit. Yeah. And the Wizard King is lit as hell. He reminds me of like if Naruto had Minato, like that's how Wizard King.
His character was really well done.
But all right, we're gonna conclude that we're gonna keep it with inspired, but just maybe a little too much, maybe a little too far. That's the ending we're gonna come with that debate. Yeah. So now